You know what I'm starting to realize? Every single person who made it successful had to isolate from their family or they had to isolate from friends. There's no way around it. I'm realizing there's no way around it because if you want to be successful, you have to cultivate what's inside of you and your brain and you know what I'm saying, like basically putting your inner thoughts outward into the world, right? The only way to do that fully is to actually separate and to actually just do your own thing. Because I know this from just my own expertise, right? Whenever I tell anybody about my dreams, right? It doesn't matter. It could be mom, it could be dad, it could be girlfriend, it could be brothers, it could be anybody, you know what I'm saying? Anybody that I find of, value, right? They'll always tell me a different iteration or a different variation of my dream that is possible. You know what I'm saying? Or they might even tell me, dude, like, you might need to get a job for real. You might need to get an actual hobby or actual, like, you know what I'm saying? Well, we can't keep having these dreams, you know what I'm saying? Some people might flat out tell you that, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not totally realistic. I would get something more realistic, whatever. But the thing is, right? A lot of times, a lot of things are not realistic, you know what I'm saying? But you don't know where your talents will take you. Sometimes you are naturally talented at something that other people aren't, right? Like with this channel, I did not expect to get about 4,000 followers, bro. I simply was someone who was just posting how I felt because, well, I felt like I had nobody to really talk to. So basically, I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna talk to the camera. And then I'm gonna try to use the camera to get better at socializing and speaking, because I'm not speaking to a lot of people. But then also at the same time, I was like, you know what? Then I wanted to repurpose it because I wanted these videos to land on a future kid that I have in the future, so that they have something of a guide to guide them through if I no longer cease to exist. You know what I'm saying? And then I had multiple different purposes for the channel, and then it kind of blew up. You know what I'm saying? But I know people watching probably was like, this dude just be like talking to the camera like he's some type of celebrity. You know what I'm saying? And I remember coworkers, you know what I'm saying, would watch the channel or whatever, and they were like, yeah, whatever, cool, right? Then when the first video blew up, it was like, oh shit, like wow, you know what I'm saying? And then when the second video blew up, it was like, oh wow, you know what I'm saying? And what I'm saying basically is that a lot of people don't see your vision until it actually like is fold in their face. And even still, they might like actually like discredit it. You know what I'm saying? Some people might not even acknowledge the fact, but they know like they know that something's going on. They just don't know where it's gonna go. It's like seeing someone you grew up with, right? Who you probably thought, okay, yeah, they're not gonna make it that far in life, whatever, right? And then all of a sudden they have a glow up. You know what I'm saying? They start dressing better, they start talking better, acting better. Now they're a whole different person. I can only name about one person that I've seen happen to, right? There was this guy in my high school where he was basically like, he was a nerd. You know what I'm saying? He was a nerd. Like, he was very shy, quiet, stayed to himself. He didn't really, dabble with women and stuff like that. He was basically like overlooked. Then one summer, I think it was like summer 2016 or maybe 2017, he really just, no, it was 2016. He really just like worked on his looks, my dude. He worked on his looks so much that he basically was in the gym and he was losing weight and he got like very toned and nice. He started working on his hair. He got nice curly hair to the point he came back to school and everybody wanted him. Everybody wanted to talk to him. It was like, oh wow, like you could really transform your life. And I realized that through the actions and the steps, like a lot of people probably thought of him one way, like we all did. And then when we see the process of him becoming that person and this and that, now it's like, whoa, this is possible. You know what I'm saying? So I think for people like us, not even just in the looks category. I'm not even talking about looks per se. I'm talking about more so in just general. People like that are inspirations because if you're not a hater, it's an inspiration because it makes you look like, damn, like I can actually change. I can actually change for the better and I can actually do better. You know what I'm saying? So never forget that. Never forget that. Like there's certain people in my life that I've seen literally change like for the worse. And I was like, damn, like bro, you used to be the shit in high school, bro. Like how the fuck you know what I'm saying? And then you be like, all right, cool, write that down. Don't do that. Okay, then there's certain people that like they really just matured and they really got on their shit and they really just like made something out of their life. And I'm like, yo, how did you do that? You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. But I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. You don't have those transformations without the mind first. So whatever you're planning on doing, just know that your mind's powerful and you could do it. So just do it, bro.